Hello everyone, my name is Brittany Anderson, and today I am going to talk to you about a website called Ancestry.com. I decided to choose this topic to do this screencast video on because I am currently in the Math and Science block. One of the courses I'm taking in that is Social Studies, and we just started working on an oral history project, and we were asked to try to be able to track down those in our family who were the first to immigrate over into the United States. And I just think that this is an interesting website to use, and I was able to create an actual lesson plan using this to help my future students hopefully be able to track down and see where their family is from originally. So what we'll do is we'll type in and so I currently have a account under one of my cousins. So we'll go over here to where we have our family tree, and we'll go over here to find this is my profile right here. So above it I have right here's my sister, my parents. So you can see we kind of have tracked down quite a few. One of the unique things about this is it allows you to find a leaf, and what you do when you find a leaf is you'll click it, and from there you can find any information that has been tagged with this name. It's kind of tricky when you have a more common name, because anyone will say, oh, I'm just related to you, and you have to really look at different details and locations. That's a big thing. So this right here is actually my grandfather who passed away when I was really young. So you can go through and check the death certificate and see if this was something to match up. And what you do is you click the view, and let's see, you'll just scroll through and you'll try to look for, of course Anderson is the very common last name, but right here you can see I think that's the year that he actually passed away, and that is the exact date. So you can also go through to other documents. Let's go back. So, and what we can do is we can go back to our family tree, and I can show you just a little bit how far we were able to draw back or go back. So depending on how large it gets, they'll actually cut off your name. So if you notice down here at the very bottom, they removed my name from, so I was underneath my dad Rob and my mom Vivian. So the larger you get, it'll show those arrows, so it kind of collapses it in a form. So, and some of these you can tell, like these ones living, that means just no one has like gone back and actually edited that. So like, see, so Samuel Larson, we can go to his profile, and one of the cool things about this is it can give you a brief rundown of the life story. So depending on what where this person was and any like world-changing events that happened and went on, their children. Another tab you can go to are facts. So this is where you can usually when you find a leaf and it happens to be something that is true about this person that you're related to, it'll actually go over here on the left hand side, and it'll show like, oh, this is where you now reside in, this is the birth or the death of your child, or as for some people when you do pass away, and it'll give the date and the location that sometimes you are actually buried in. So let's see, I'm gonna go back to our family tree, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer to load. So what I'll do really quick is I'll actually show you the lesson plan that I have kind of created to help tie along with using Ancestry.com. So here are some of the standards, and feel free to pause if you want to go in more depth to look over it. But I definitely wanted to start my lesson with a really good introduction / activator for my students. I think reading books and having them listen to either my voice or an audio recording of the book is really beneficial. It kind of gets students to think outside of the box and not just the four corners of Idaho and whatnot. It allows them to think and see kind of the world from other people's perspective and not just mine as the teacher. So what I would actually have students do in this case is each student would be able to take a digital recorder, and they would be able to then go and interview someone in their family with the hope that them and whoever they're interviewing would be really interested in like actually tracing back where they came from. I thought it was beneficial because I actually found through Ancestry.com that on my mom's side of the family, I'm related to William Penn, who was the founder of Pennsylvania. And he actually came over from England. So it's really interesting to be able to go back and find these different things. As you may have saw on Ancestry, it does show some pictures that people have linked, which is really cool because you can really picture like, oh, this is really what they look like, not just, oh, this is here, a quick assumption and whatnot. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you for listening.